All right, checking in with the last really gigantic hunk of Canto 43 of Orlando Furioso. I've been reading for like 5-minute little chunks for the last little bit, so I decided I would just kick it out. And I did like about almost a half an hour of reading of Orlando Furioso, and it's like, oh, okay, that is a bit of a challenge for me. That was definitely a bit of a challenge for me, but got through it. Got through a lot of stuff. We have the end of yet another husband testing the wife's fidelity, where the wife fails again, this time with a dog that shakes off treasure supplied by Sorceress, and the husband, in that kind of all too familiar male rage, decides that she's gonna have her killed. Gets a thug to take her out into the woods to kill her. Luckily, she's got a sorceress who basically makes her invisible, hides. The thug goes and is like, I don't know where she is, boss. I was gonna murder her for you, but she's not around. And they go to the site and they find a giant palace with a black man, an Ethop. There, we get some really kind of racist descriptions of how just goddamn ugly this guy is. And he says, like, yeah, this massive palace here that the sorceress has created, this is all mine, and you can have it all if you let me fuck your wife. It doesn't say that. It just says, basically, it says, well, he gave the same terms as what the paladin did for the wife to get the dog, and yeah. Oh, which the husband learned about because the nurse who initially wouldn't give up, well, they're women, so eventually they'll start fighting. And the second she did, she went to the husband and told him everything. It's a little bit more kind of like, women, they be fighting, they be crazy bitches, kind of that kind of thing, to put it in the crudest terms possible, which I'm quite good at. So yeah, he says, yeah, you can have it, but you got to sleep with it. And the guy refuses, I think 4 times, but the black guy continues to press it, and the husband's like, oh, I really want this. Sure, you can fuck my wife. At which point the wife jumps out and goes, aha! What you've done was like 1,000 times, like the guy I finally got convinced to sleep with, at least he was a fit white knight. You've sold me to this ugly black guy, who turns out is probably the sorceress. I don't think it's made completely clear, but the sorceress can turn into anything, so that is probably it. So let's call it let's forgive each other's sins, because we're both equally, well, actually you're more sinny, but equally sin. And so that's a good story. Rigori's like, okay, that was a good story. They take him down the river. He finally does get across to the thing, and we have a long sequence of he apparently still, with all that long story stuff, he gets there he gets to the island of Lampudessa just as the fight is over. Agromont has been killed. Brandemart has been killed on the good guys, the Christian side of things. We have a long thing of Florida Lily's, I have no idea how to say her names, grief, putting Brandemart's body to rest, just a whole bunch of kind of the mourning stuff, the oh my god, you've died, lots of ripping out of hair and digging your claws into scratching your face, all this stuff of grief, which is probably all too common of a thing at that time, and just kind of like a good dramatic feel of that. So yeah, that was Canto 43, which will continue on in Canto 44 as it has a tendency to do. But boy, I read out a lot today, so I'm kind of I'm pooped. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.